What's going on, y'all? Let's just get right to it, man, because we got to cut this a little short. We're going to be very brief in terms of we cutting this pod up, y'all. We've been giving y'all free content for a long time, and as long as you guys appreciate it, we're going to keep giving it to you, but we got to feed the streets, man. So this pod going to be split up in two. This first half going to be for everybody, and the second half going to be straight for the patrons. Patrons getting all of that. So
you know
if
where
you want
to go
see
to see
more,
that.
yeah. You know where you want to go if you want to finish watching the pod, and obviously we'll say bye before we leave. We're nice people, but obviously you can catch us next week. So without further ado, let's not waste anybody's time. Welcome to Because We Are, episode 79.
Yo. What up?
79 things, man. We here. Trend dollars, call me Hod, and at Gobble _ go follow us. Also go follow the Because We Are page on Instagram,
speed running
TikTok,
this podcast intro.
Facebook. Because I gotta get some shit off. So I'm feeling.
Go ahead.
He told us a couple days ago that, like, yo, I'm just letting y'all know now. Y'all gonna have to bear with me because I got some shit to get off my chest. So
I do.
The floor is yours, T. Let's get right to it.
I gotta get it off, man. So basically, I've been, obviously it's Christmas, right? Halloween's over. I went to Target the other day. All the shit, they work fast. Them niggas work fast. The Christmas shit already been up there. It's
done, yeah.
Yeah, my girl sending me Christmas songs. It's here already. Fine, cool, whatever.
Go. I'm excited.
I'm not, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Let's do it.
I usually am for the holidays, but something hit me recently, and I think we need to talk about it. I really want to highlight the cap in Christmas songs. We always talk about the cap that we be hearing in rap songs and all these other genres, but we never really highlight the cap in Christmas songs. More specifically, I'm gonna start with the big one. The big one. She defrosts every year on November 1st. I want to talk about Mariah Carey, y'all.
Yep.
Okay. Before
we gotta go there.
I know you want to get it off. Let me start by saying, how people say sometimes the cliche is a cliche because it's true. That is a flawless fucking song. It is a flawless song.
Well, let's break it down.
Yeah,
let's break it down real quick because I have two songs I want to talk about specifically. One I'm gonna actually play a little bit of snippet. So because y'all not off of here. So look, she starts off. I don't want a lot for Christmas.
Right.
There is just one thing I need.
Facts.
Stop right there. What have you ever met any woman that needed one thing for Christmas?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you clear out.
Yeah, because
don't try to involve us now.
Yeah, hold on. There's just one thing I need. All right, so I'm gonna generalize it. Bleep that. Bring it back. Have you ever met any person that needed one thing for Christmas? I'm sure y'all at the age we all adults now. Let's just clear the air. We get Christmas lists now. We make real money. People start looking to us for gifts.
Facts.
We gotta provide. Yep. There's not just one thing you need. She doubles down. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. You're lying, because why would we put a tree up? We don't need a tree if we're not putting nothing under it. I don't think I've ever seen a tree with nothing under it. And if there is, something's wrong. We broke. That's not a good look. Not good. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. When was she with Nick Cannon when she wrote this?
No,
nigga. Jesus Christ.
Sure. It's all good. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas
is you.
That's not true.
Oh boy.
It's not true. It's not true. It's
this
not true.
Definitely.
How many times growing up, did y'all ever like tell y'all parents, "Oh, I don't want anything for Christmas," or did y'all ever like do something sweet like, "Oh, world peace" or some shit like?
Never.
Like, have y'all ever like actually said y'all didn't want anything for the holidays?
I was risking too much, nigga. I really might not get nothing.
You're like, right?
Like, yeah, I don't really want nothing. Oh, thank God you said that, because shit is tight.
Getting anything, like, and you just made it a lot easier.
Yeah, nah, man.
My problem is this, man. I feel like, this is just one of those things that people say because they want to be sweet. But who are you really talking to? You probably already have me, but that's not all you want in life. If all you had was me, like, it's almost like Cater to You. Like, we talk about the cap in R&B a little bit. Cater to You, that song. A lot of people talk about the cap in that song too. I want to put your do-rag on. You know, I want to fix your hair. You know, I want to cook. All that stuff. Cardi says she don't cook and she don't clean, but she still got a ring. But everybody over here during the Christmas time is talking about all I want is you. So the math ain't mathing. Somebody lying.
This man is hurt.
I'm not hurt. I'm just I'm not hurt.
Bro, what's going on, T?
Yeah,
so here's how this thought came up. Shout out to a couple pods, not even a couple pods ago, probably like 10 pods plus ago. I went to a concert, Madison McFerrin. Beautiful woman, beautiful show. She came out with a great set. It was amazing. I love that show. Talked after the show and everything. It was great. In 2 weeks from today, it's November 2nd, she's dropping a Christmas song. And she released a snippet. And I want to play just a little bit of that snippet for y'all, just so you can understand where I'm coming from. In the sense where it's like we got to stop. We talk about the toxicity. We came on this pod and talked about Brent, how he's too toxic. But we also got to talk about some of these R&B girlies. I'd be a little toxic. We gotta talk about it. So here it is. This is the Christmas song sample snippet that she's dropping. Hold on. Beats hot.
Hey baby, I know it's been a while, but it's Christmas and I've been thinking about you. Just want to let you know that I miss you. You know, I don't wanna be alone on Christmas. Instead, I'm sitting on my own, hanging by the phone, waiting for your call.
Nothing's wrong with that, right? You don't see nothing wrong with that?
Yeah. Nothing.
No, there is a lot of wrong with that. Let me tell you what's wrong with that. She started off by saying, hey, baby, I know it's been a long time. You calling me on Christmas? You calling me on Christmas? I got a family.
That is pretty problematic.
You're calling me on Christmas and you said it, you know it's been a long time. Yeah, I know. It's been approximately like 5 years. We ain't talking 5 years. Why are you calling me on the holidays? You know, I mean, imagine you in your car. And it seemed like she leaving a message. So I know back in the day, this would have been a big problem. You got the voicemail set up. The shit is playing in the kitchen. My wife is cooking. Why she got to hear you saying, hey, I know crazy. It's been a long time. Who is this calling? What is going on here?
Probably didn't even tell her that you existed. It's been so long. Like, you was just one of the exes there.
Right.
It was nothing specific.
And now you calling me after a long time
now I gotta
saying,
explain.
Yeah, I know it's been a long time, but it's Christmas. What? What that gotta do? Yo, that's some. You can't tell me that's some toxic shit.
That
like, don't we have a whole? Yeah.
That reminds me of those Future memes, where it's like, you know, when it's like a holiday, or you know, when the submarine drowned and people were like, "Hey, I know the submarine just drowned, but it just got me thinking about how deep my love is for you and how, you know, I wouldn't be able to survive without." like that type of shit. Like, it reminds me of those type of texts. Like, I'm just sitting here, sitting around the family, you know, everybody asking me what happened to you. It just got me thinking about all the things that I did wrong, you know, in this past year, and I just want to make it right, and hopefully next year we can have a...
Well, then you shouldn't have hit me with a cast iron skillet. Like, let's start with that. You shouldn't have beat me. You swing on me in real life, but you calling me on Christmas, telling me you miss me now? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. So that's my problem. It's the cat. Because you don't miss me. That's not all you want for Christmas. Because if you wanted me, you would have told me before Christmas. Why you wait till the holidays to ruin my shit?
Well, so here's the thing, right? Because one thing that's kind of different about now, especially in like 2023, it's very clearly spin the block season. You know what I mean? So, you know, you look at Nelly and Ashanti out here. There's footage of Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson getting a little cozy. You know, that it's getting cold. Look, it was 30 degrees this morning.
Jada
all right?
Tupac.
When you right? Jada and Tupac spinning the block. You know, it's getting cold, and you know, sometimes it gets coldest when you're lonely, you know? So I think it's actually pretty apropos that people start reminiscing about old relationships, last time they felt, all warm and fuzzy. And again, it's spin the block season, bro. So, this is gonna come up. I think Madison McFerrin is doing the right thing here.
Fuck all that.
This is
Madison McFerrin. I'm looking directly at you. If my ex calls me on the holiday because she heard this song and got inspired, I'm suing you. I'm suing you for emotional distress because you can't just have your ex calling people on the holidays. That's mad toxic. I'm sorry.
I feel like
I'm
you could
sorry.
get out of that one. I feel like you could get out. I feel like that's one of the easier ones to get out of for real. You know what I mean? Like, her life must not be going the way she thought. But I'm with you now, baby. You know what I mean? So we having
like
fun
that,
on the
man.
holidays. No, look, y'all listen, man. Y'all
like
situation is different.
It don't work like that. But you've been married for like 10 plus years.
No, but you and I have disagreed about this. Actually, all three of us have disagreed about this particular thing. Like, y'all girls really want y'all to act like no other women exist, or like you haven't dealt with nobody besides them before or after.
That's not the problem. They calling. That's the problem. Why are they calling you?
Your number been the same since you was in college.
It's not.
What's the issue?
It's not about they act like. It's not where you have to act like nobody else exists. It's the fact, why are they calling you and why are they calling you now? It's the questions that need answers.
I don't want to have to explain myself on Christmas.
There you go. I get it. I just feel like I think it's an easy conversation. I feel like that would be an easy one to smooth over. I do.
It's the questions that need answers. Why is she calling you? Why does she feel like it's okay to be calling you, especially on Christmas Day?
But what if she doesn't feel like it's okay? What if she's so desperate to return to which she lost, that she's going through desperate this
goes back to me
suing
Madison McFerrin and Mariah Carey because
emotional distress.
You're encouraging this. Like, you're encouraging this behavior. This is mad inspiring. People gonna hear the song. You got this little funky beat. It's all nice. We dancing. Ooh, I'm gonna call my ex. No, don't do it. Don't call me. All my exes that's listening right now, don't call me on Christmas. Don't call me on Thanksgiving. Don't even call me on my birthday.
You ever seen? Have you guys seen the things where it's like something that's not at all related to the thing, but then some of the comments would be like, "I should call him."
Oh yeah,
it's like somebody stirring mac and cheese or some shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody with a popsicle and they're just like, "I should call him." Like those are the fucking worst. What if that was the inspiration? It wasn't something so direct, but it was something like super random, and it's just like, you know what?
I'm doing it, man.
Everything reminds me of her.
So how do we feel? Would y'all, like, have y'all ever? Let's be honest for a second, because we had one. I'm gonna play a little devil advocate because I have taken advantage of holidays sometimes, but I want to open it up for the table. Have y'all ever contacted your ex on a holiday, a special holiday, their birthday? Have y'all used it as an excuse, or used like maybe like the pandemic as an excuse to reach out to somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time?
No, I definitely done the birthday before. 1000% I've done the birthday before. Hey, it's been a while. Hope you've been doing good. Get a conversation. Oh, what you doing today for your birthday? You still hang out with them? Okay, that's cool.
You gotta hit them with the, you don't have to reply to this. Like, you gotta throw that in there, bro. You gotta throw that. You don't have to reply to this. I was just thinking, you know what I mean, and get your bars off. That's what it's about. I have done it for like a birthday or something like that. Again, super fucking ashamed. I've actually done it. See, I don't actually think I'm a bad person for this, but like, I've done it with a friend, and it was because one of our mutual friends died, and like, it was just like, hey, just wanted to make sure you good, and that's it. That's all I said. It wasn't crazy.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
No, I wasn't.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got some ass off one of my dead homies too before, but I see that as like, yo, he got me one last assist. He got me one more.
Oh, my
Hell, big
God.
dog. Big dog.
He will want me to do this.
Yeah, oh my God, yo.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my
Wingman
God.
from the dead is crazy.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope for sure.
Ultimate. That's the angel for sure.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Alley-oop from the third cloud.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
We
shit.
gotta get all in all. The song is groovy. I just don't want my ex calling me. I just don't want my ex calling me on the holidays. Don't do that. You're gonna ruin my holidays. But while we on the topic of holidays, 'cause I want to circle back because speaking of getting sued, Mariah Carey is getting sued. But before we go there, let's roll back a little bit. Halloween. How was your Halloweens? What's some of the best costumes y'all seen?
Personally, for me, this is probably the worst Halloween I ever had. I didn't do shit but work, bro. Like I had like Saturday off, which would be like a good day to go out, but I just didn't have no plans.
Yeah,
Thanks a
people were
lot,
out on Saturday.
Leslie.
Yeah, for real.
People were out on Saturday. Like that's where I saw most of the costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything either. I stayed in the crib. Halloween is like second to Thanksgiving as far as like my least favorite holiday. So
They were Valentine's
what
Day at then.
third. It's like third from the bottom.
There you go.
Those are the three. Like, those are the bottom three holidays. I didn't do anything. You know, the kids went out. They're still like, this is probably their last trick or treat, but they went out.
God damn.
I'm not saying that.
Like,
No, I'm not cutting. Like
the last trick or treat.
if that's, I mean,
Wait, both of them? Because one of them is like how like the age gap is like 6 years, isn't it?
no, it's 22
5?
months. They're 2 years apart, basically.
Oh, okay.
So
Give me the last.
just because it's been getting stale for them, you know what I mean? Like, and honestly, it's this new age parent shit. Like, I could just go get you all the candy you want. We don't have to walk around. I know. I know.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you're the reason Halloween's so trash for them, bro.
We could go to Costco and get the big candies and everything, bro. We don't gotta walk around in the cold for the next 3.5
Bro,
hours.
I would hate you
for you
my
to get
father. Let me tell you,
get
'cause
mad
look,
candy.
So one year, my father actually got me gifts in like a gift bag for like Christmas, and none of them were wrapped, and I was tight because
No thought.
I was it's even like no thought. It was more so just like the act of unraveling a gift, the mystery of like seeing like things built up. Gotcha. It's like, or even like the bundle, because back in the day, like when Pops was rolling, he was giving me a bunch of like games, like just 4 games stacked up, wrapped into one. But like, it was like, nah, man, wrap them individually, place them up. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to unwrap each game. You want to be surprised every time.
Yeah,
you know,
you want to look and be like, oh my God, you want that moment.
You want to feel those like emotions and stuff. So he did start like, he started running the beats like, all right, next year we got it. He started wrapping stuff up again, but it's that moment, bro. The joy of giving a gift and the joy of receiving a gift. I did tell him, yeah. I was like, this is
shit's cool and all, but
I ain't gonna wrap nothing.
Yeah, you couldn't find no fucking wrap. Can't find no Santa wrapping papers. Fucking
that shit $1, bro.
That shit $1, it was like, what? You just don't know how to, or something?
YouTube
mad
is
different,
crazy
man.
today.
So you got like 4 Game Boy. It's not even about the games. It's like, it's just the presentation. You know what I mean? It's the presentation. But yeah, man, it's about like, I actually missed trick-or-treating this year. For the first time in years, this year I was like, damn, I kind of miss like going out and like doing that,
That shit has always been ass for me. Like I don't like trick-or-treating. I don't like.
You never like. So tell me about your. All right, so we're gonna unpack this because I feel like there's something deeper in here. Have you ever had like a trick-or-treating like experience where like all your homies go out at the end of the night? You're like, oh, I don't like this. Let's trade candy. Like you never had those moments?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so
you think that's ass?
No. So okay, let us unpack it. 1 year, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. 1 year, a friend of mine in the neighborhood invited all the kids in the neighborhood to a Halloween party, right?
Except you.
So, no. I was invited too. Of course, I was
I was
invited.
about to say that's a good origin story right there.
I was.
You could have
I was
jazzed that up.
Yeah,
We can run it back. We can punch that in. You can just say, "No, I wasn't invited."
So you shot that.
No. Because the story gets terrible no matter where we go with it. So I was invited, of course. So I was a vampire that year, right? I had the teeth, I had the blood, right? My mother also got me like the white makeup, right? You know how like they do the Dracula thing,
the white face,
and they have the white makeup. I told my mom I didn't want to do the white makeup, but she insisted, like, no, you got to do the whole thing. She gave me the white makeup and she gave me this fucking wig, bro. This shit looked like a Tina Turner wig. Like it was so fucking big.
Look like Rick James.
Yo, the fucking wig was so
give it to me, baby.
huge, right? Now, mind you, this is still optimistic young me. Like I'm not tainted by the world yet, right? So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so big. Like I'm gonna win best costume, right? I had the cape and everything. I was ready to go. The teeth, I was like, all right, look. So the party, I could hear the party, right? I was like, all right, look, I'm a knock on the door, right? I'm gonna be on the side, right? I was very dramatic as a kid. I'm gonna be on the side, and then when you open the door, I'm gonna go, right? And I'm gonna like scare everybody with my vampire costume, right? The plan was set, right? So my mom takes me to the house. I knock on the door, right? Music goes down. They open the door, and I did it. I walked in, and I went, "Rawr." The problem was when I looked up, nobody else had a costume on. It wasn't a costume party.
Oh, man.
It was a Halloween party, but it wasn't a costume party. Being the only, I spent 2 hours on that fucking outfit, and when I opened my eyes, niggas had on Jordans. Niggas like, bro, I looked like such a fucking goofball, bro. I left the party, man. I went home and cried the rest of the night. I went home and cried the rest of the night. Like my friends like was like, no, it was cool. Like you, nah, you look good, man. Nah, you was trying to make me feel better and shit. I felt like the biggest fucking doofus on the planet, yo. And I went home and I cried that night, bro. I didn't go back to the party. The next day they were like, yo, man, you should have stayed. It was cool. It was fine. I'm like, no, I didn't even feel like partying no more. Like it was so yes.
Nah, my stomach, man. My stomach.
Yeah, so like that was probably my first terrible Halloween. Right. And then again, just growing up in New York, Halloween by October 31st, it's always cold. Right. So you get the costume, you get a cheap costume, but you got to put on long johns under it, or you got to put your jacket on so people can't even really see the costume when you go up trick or treating. And it was so many times it was like, yo, this is fucking terrible, bro. Like, this is a terrible holiday. Why would anybody do this? And that it just became like my thing. Like, I don't like Halloween. And then when I was 16, my grandmother died on October 31st. So that was it. Like,
why'd you say that?
Yeah.
I know you feel, bro.
I was about to crack some jokes.
Feel, bro. MF was gonna die last year. Halloween.
I was getting ready, bro. I was about to start. Nigga threw that in there. No, it's damn well.
Loading up.
Nigga said. Oh, by the way, yeah.
Nigga was loading up, ready.
All of this is true and verifiable. I still have the picture from that fucking night, from when I was 7. I have the whole costume in the picture, and I have my grandmother's obituary. So, like, all this stuff is verifiable, bro.
Fuck.
Did I fuck it up? Yo, get your shit off, bro. Like, act like the last 60 seconds didn't happen. Go ahead.
So did your ex call you on Halloween when your grandma died? I gotta.
No, man, no.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, that shit was terrible, bro. Halloween sucks.
Now tell me your Valentine's Day story. And then Thanksgiving.
I think I just don't.
I need to know all your origin stories, bro. You are quite interesting, man.
Yo, you know what? I think it's just the winter holidays. Like, I'm just not into winter holidays, except for Christmas, which is like you just get a bunch of shit and you in the house most of the time. But I just don't like winter. I don't like being outside, being festive when it's fucking cold. Like, what's the point? Like, I'm just not that guy. I'm in Miami, bro. You might, shit might be lit for you.
It might be, but yeah, I got to make friends.
Fair.
That's always good. My thing is this. I hate the cold, but there's something about snow. It's just like so beautiful. Like looking at it is just like, oh yeah, this is beautiful. But like not like when it's all on the ground, dirty when it's staying there. When it's not snowing, that shit needs to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when it just looks dirty and it's nasty and it's just on the street, just piled up and brown
for months too.
Yeah, nah. That's nasty. But when it's snowing,
I have not missed snow at all. Seeing it, looking at it, feeling it, I've been so happy without it.
You can go the whole rest of your life without snow.
Without it, easily. I get a fucking snow cone if I want one so bad.
I disagree. I think because here's the thing: I live in North Carolina, and I think T, you might experience this a little bit too, where it doesn't snow, but it still gets really cold. So
I would understand that.
Again,
I would understand that because, like, yo, if you're gonna be this cold, snow.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, at least make it pretty, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I understand that.
That's the only part that I'm not a big fan of because that's how I know it's the winter. It's the cold that I don't like.
You would have hated going to school with us. Me and Dave, we went to school in the mountains. That shit was rigid. Yeah, that cold,
tough, bro.
But I did. It was all northeast shit. So
there was this one building. It was Laurel building. There was this like an overpass. Like it made like this little hole, right? Building overpass. So it was like a little hole to go through. Nigga, if it was windy, and which was what it was like 90% of the time. So they called it the wind tunnel. That one area, because you go through there, bro. It's like you're walking through a fucking hurricane.
Shit, brick.
Yeah,
hell no. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when we was real young, me and wifey, we used to go. We didn't go to the same school anymore. Like middle school, we didn't go to the same school anymore. So the only time we really got a chance to see each other, because again, it's winter, it's dark, you got to stay in the house. For the most part, was like in the morning, right? So we did that for like a week straight, where like we would meet up at like 6:00 in the morning because we had to be at school like 7:30, whatever. At some point, bro, I couldn't do it, and like I just kind of like left her out there. Like, she was definitely waiting for me to come outside, and I was just like, damn. And there was no phones, no cell phones, no texting, so she was just there until I didn't show up and then took her ass to school. I still kind of like...
She's about to call you like Madison McFerrin. Hey, baby. It's been a while.
That was the shit in the 90s, bro. You went outside. If niggas wasn't out there, you had to go find them. There was no like yo, bro, what a gang at? Nah, nigga. You got to look for the bikes. That's it.
Yeah. All right, man. So all in all, I mean, Halloween was pretty. Like I seen the Cat Williams. What's her name?
That was good.
What's her name? Help me out, y'all. Her name.
Stand up. Oh, I don't know her name, but
her name. It's something.
I didn't see the Cat Williams joint.
I reshared it. I forgot. I know her name. Somebody who listened to remind me, but I know what her name is. But she did a Cat Williams one.
I saw
Corey Bally did.
Diddy bodied Halloween. Yo, that's just shit now, bro. Every single year I'm looking forward to Diddy's Halloween costume.
He's gonna go to jail, bro.
So for those who don't know, last year Diddy dressed up as a Joker. I'm sure most people have probably seen that viral
100%.
video last year. So Warner Brothers sent him. I didn't even know they could do this. They sent him a cease and desist. Like, stay away from the Joker. So this nigga gets a fucking Batmobile and he becomes Batman.
Yeah, they're gonna sue him so bad, bro. Like
but why can they? Why? It's Halloween.
Because he's a public person and it can mess with the IP. You know,
so any celebrity can't dress up as Spider-Man or Batman or Joker.
I don't think that was the problem. I think the problem was because it wasn't just that clip of him pulling up on Tyler the Creator. There was that other clip of him too, right? Where he was like cursing somebody out.
Oh,
you remember that?
The actor nigga from I forgot what show.
Yeah, when he almost got into a fucking fight in the costume.
He was wild. He was wilding the fuck out.
He was bugging out.
This nigga was method acting that day.
The Joker never said nigga, bro. Like he never said nigga. He was going crazy. And he was like, it was funny, like to us, but to them they were like, yeah, nah, we can't let this happen. Because that costume was good too. Like he looked really like good as the Joker. And he killed Batman too, but you sharing it with the sound? With the sound.
Yeah,
man.
y'all can hear it?
No.
Nah.
Oh, my fault. Nah, my bad. I thought y'all could hear it with the sound, but yeah, like I truly don't think this nigga realized he was talking to Diddy that whole time. Yeah. Like until because you see him, he like, nigga, do I know you?
and Diddy is trying to reiterate the fact that it's him. It's love. It's
love. Yeah, it's love. It's
nigga,
love.
Say your name.
Nobody don't know you as that.
Well, now now that we talked about it, I gotta oh fuck Expedia. We ain't doing all that.
That might be Diddy's most failed nickname of all of them.
Love.
Yeah. And he's trying to press it so he's trying it so
funny.
hard.
I don't even know what the Puff Daddy thing is about. That nigga has never smoked before.
Don't play with me on Halloween. I'm out here with love. You want to have love? It's what up, this out. Come on in, I'll bust your.
Nah, hey, keep
Hey, so you don't never talk to me like that. Love,
man.
do you know who I am? Bro, do you know who I am? So love.
He was legitimately asking. You know who I am?
Yo,
do you know who I am?
It's Puff. Come here, give me a hug, though. You lucky, though.
I'm not gonna hold you. He was a pretty scary Joker. That was scary shit out of anybody. Like it's pretty good.
Yo,
but I can see why they'd be like
Tubi would cast him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, bro. If Diddy come up to me in that fucking costume and he acting all weird like that, I'm probably gonna say, yo, my nigga, get your ass the fuck on. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? Get your ass up out of here, my nigga. You fucking weirdo. Like, what's up with you, nigga?
So it's bringing negative light to the IP and all that shit. Not that it's like shit is hilarious. So I can see why they'd be like, yo, no more, bro. Don't do it again.
Yo, son, like Diddy is a menace, bro. This nigga has literally gotten into fist fights with Drake, J. Cole. Like this is documented stuff that happened, bro. Coach. Yeah, he threw something and he threw a trophy at a nigga, like all types of weight.
Kettlebell. Nigga.
That nigga's really a bug out, bro. Like he's really a menace.
Yeah.
And he got Tupac kills. This shit crazy.
All right, man. All right. Anyway, before we roll off of holiday stuff, because we gotta talk about one last thing. Mariah Carey's actually getting sued for like All I Want Is Christmas. Did y'all know that? Again, actually,
whoever it is.
So there was something last year going on where the original writer of All I Want for Christmas, the country song back in
which is Heat 2, by the way.
You know that song? I didn't know that song.
Of course I do.
I didn't know that song, which is, I guess, is a problem. 1989, Vince Vance and the Valiants, All I Want for Christmas was a U.S. country song. He sued last year, but then he dropped it. He just withdrew the claim. But now he's back again this year.
Somebody got in his ear.
Yeah. So no, it's just because every year, when she like defrosts and like, November 1st, from November 1st.
He gonna defrost every year now too.
Yeah. I'm gonna sue you every year. I want my check. Yeah. Because think about it, bro. Yo, I'd be tight if I released a song, but then what I released isn't the song that gets the most play. It's somebody else doing another rendition of my song.
Yeah.
Nah, like I need to see some coin from that at least.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally what they did to black music most of the time. But, there's just... but obviously, this is the reverse of that. So, call it reparations. I don't know. It's fine.
But, like, at some point, it's like reverse reparations. It's like, all right, come on now.
Yeah, she's ODing. She gets the bag every year off this shit.
Yeah. And homie don't get probably not a damn thing. Or probably not as much. He probably gets a percentage, but it's not like the percentage that he wants. So he is suing again. Thoughts?
Do you think, G?
Good luck, man.
Get it? Get your bag.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah. Imagine he withdraws again. He just like, because this is like like I said, I had no idea that this song even existed.
Neither did I.
So this is like good. This is good press because now I'm like, I never heard the song before, but Hod, you say it's hot. So
Hold on.
the lyrics aren't
Songs
even
you-
the same. Take back the holly and the mistletoe, silver bells on string. If I wrote a letter to Santa Claus, I would ask for just one thing. I don't need again, the cap. I don't need sleigh rides in the snow. Don't want a Christmas that's blue. Take back the tinsel, stockings, and bows, because all I want for Christmas is you.
I think it's also the cadence could be it as well, like the melody of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might be wrong then. I'm not sure if I heard that one. I thought I heard like Dolly Parton do that song. Like, or one of those like super because there's a lot of like country music that a lot of people just ended up doing over. So I might be wrong. Oh, you know what? I am wrong. The original, what I was thinking of is "I Will Always Love You," which is originally a Dolly Parton song.
Yeah.
I think that's where
Totally
I'm
different thing.
Yeah, totally different thing.
So
But
fuck Vince, man.
a classic R&B song that was originally a country song by a white woman. But anyway,
Digression. Let's cover it real quick because it's almost that time, y'all. And probably the only thing that I personally still use Spotify for, the Spotify Wrapped is coming soon.
Yes, sir.
you gotta,
No, it's
slow
true.
down.
It's true.
How? Why? What do you mean?
The Spotify Wrapped is the only reason why I still use Spotify.
Meaning, so you use it, but just for the rap.
The
thing
Wrapped
at
is
the
like
end.
my favorite thing about Spotify.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you were saying like I don't use it unless it's time
No,
for
no,
the
no, no,
Wrapped.
no.
Okay,
Like it's the one thing that is like, why am I still like on this?
instead of something else.
Yeah, instead of
okay.
something else.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
So-
this year. I feel like this year, like usually, like my job will take up like a lot of like the listening, but now it wasn't like that this year. They got their own Apple Music, and we've just been bumping music off of there, and we weren't doing those verses or anything. So I feel like mine should be pretty accurate this year, whereas in the past it hasn't been. I still feel like Drake is gonna be on my list. He's probably gonna be on my list, but this time I feel like deservedly so. I listened to a lot of Drake this year. He's been all over the place, so he's been kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, that's true. I just hope he's not my top artist.
Yeah. Who do you
actually
hope?
think
What
he's-
artist do you hope makes your list?
Well, it was gonna be Sobe, but she taking all her shit off of streaming because the label's
Damn.
telling her to. We're gonna get her back on, but that's a whole nother thing. Who else do I hope?
I hope Tizo's on mine. I'll be upset if he's
Yeah.
not in my top 5.
Yeah. Actually, probably Yebba, bro. Like Yebba's been like touching me personally, like with her music. Like that shit has been really getting to me lately. I've been very emotional just listening to the songs. I would love if she was in my top 5.
I tried a lot of new music this year. I think this is to be the first year that Drake is not in my top 5. Like again,
I hope
because
Yachty's in your top 5.
there's just no chance.
That'd be fire.
I think I think it's probably gonna be like Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Probably it's tough, man. I've listened to
Offset.
so much. Nah, not Offset. I've listened to so much like new music. Honestly, because of the pod, like I try to like not stick to all my classics.
Yeah.
So that I'm just a bit more well rounded. Because I could totally just listen to the same songs over and over. I actually was
I
like,
remember you told me you shared your music taste with me, and you were like, "I feel like you're just so disappointed in me."
yeah.
I forgot what songs it was, but like I just
listen to the same shit all the time. I really like I think you do get to a certain age where it's just like I know what I like and I know the messed up thing is like Spotify is not really a good music discovery app.
Mm-mm.
Like I really feel like there's a better way to discover music. And I haven't found it yet. Amped was that for a bit for me. But obviously
rest in
RIP.
peace.
But
There's gonna be
I
another
think-
one probably.
I think by this time next year, I'm gonna try to find a new way to discover music instead of just like FOMO. You know what I mean? Because I think Spotify. is your top 5 is probably mostly what Spotify told you to listen to. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta fight against that a little bit, you know? So, you know, it's just the algos outgoing.
Yep.
Yeah. I think how it helps, like most of my music discovery this year has been from like social media, believe it or not. Like I follow like a lot of pages that share like new music. Like Sleeping on Gems is fire for that.
Yeah.
There's other pages where people are just showing like old school songs that I've missed. And so I just kind of go back to discographies. That's been fun. And they also like they mix in like new songs with it. So that's been pretty cool. I found like Chase Shakur. I shared a song from him a couple weeks ago. He's a dope artist that I found off of social media. Schneider, I shared something of hers. You know, it's cool. Like TikTok, he's sharing good music. Sometimes I just go on deep dives on SoundCloud or like YouTube sometimes. YouTube's a little like because of the ads and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, everything else is like
niggas will pay for anything except YouTube Premium.
not doing it.
Like, no, as much as niggas use YouTube, niggas is not paying for YouTube Premium, bro. Like, there's something.
Well, now
there's
they
something,
might
like inherently
because
wrong.
I've had ad blocker for a long time, and now they took it off. Like you can't even have ad blocker on your computer. Like it won't let you play videos with ad blocker on.
I've always kind of been like weirded out by it because like I don't do YouTube on my computer most times. I use it on my TV, and you can't put ad blocker on your TV. You can't put it on your phone. You know, so yeah, sure it works, but like the answer is still
I would pay for an ad blocker before I pay for a YouTube Premium.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I paid $20 for the ad blocker before I pay $10 for YouTube Premium.
Facts.
Cause fuck the man, right? Anyway, let's move on. That all in all, I'm excited for Spotify Wrapped. I think they stopped calculating like soon, actually, like the whole thing. Like I think
gotta start farming my numbers up.
Yeah, you gotta start like just y'all ever do that? Have y'all ever like tried to cheat the system by like listening to a song like multiple times to like make sure it's on your list? Yeah.
I try to be as natural as I can. That's why I end up being ashamed. Because like music is such a primal thing, right? You like what you like, and you can't force yourself to listen to something that you don't like. Right. So even if you're pretending to be into an artist, eventually like that is just it's gonna fall off your radar. If you really, really listen to something all the time, you really gotta like it.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's facts. All right, let's give one more topic to the people. That's you know what we want to cover before for the main peeps before we go strictly for the patrons.
Shit, I don't know.
What are y'all feeling strongly about? You gotta let the people know. Also, welcome back, yo. This is the first time we all been together on this pod in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I thought you would talk about it. I actually, I do want to kind of make clear, I was out of town last week. Why did I say like that? I was in the rack.
You was out of town thugging with your rounds.
I hit up O Block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Say what up to my woes.
Rest in peace, King Von.
It was nice. Chicago's a beautiful city. I walked on River North, which is
the beam?
Pause. But no, I didn't. I wanted to. I had plans to, but I just I actually ended up getting sick like towards the end of my trip, so I kind of couldn't do everything that I wanted to do. But I did have a lot of fun.
They ran you out the city?
My stomach, yo.
My stomach, my stomach, yo.
My stomach, yo.
My stomach is crazy. But I was out there for like 6 days.
You checked in?
Yeah, you know, had to. Had to touch the block, you know what I'm saying? Touch the people.
Yeah, you making money out there. You got
ate some Harold's chicken, you know what I mean? Some fries. It was love, you know.
Right.
But yeah, again, Chicago's a very beautiful city. It's very, you know, it's like a metropolis. People say that about New York, but like Chicago feels like a city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Downtown
like it
Chicago
really
is really nice.
Yeah,
before it
yes.
starts getting too cold. Like you went at a perfect time before it started getting too cold.
Because it actually
after,
snows.
like mid-October.
Yeah, it's snowing now. It's
Yeah.
snowing now out there, so I
Shit.
got the fuck out of there as quickly as I could for real.
Yeah.
But shout out to Chicago. Shout out to all my people out there. I was actually a little bored. I wish I knew more people. If there's anybody on the pod that lives in the Chicago area, lives in the that Midwest kind of thing. If I'm out there again, shout, let me know and we'll link. Because again, there's so much stuff to do, but you got to be with people. It's definitely a city where you want to be with a group of people.
Yeah. My first time in Chicago, I went for a festival, so that was cool. Being like with like-minded people, enjoying the same shows. It was dope. But I love Chicago, man. But like I said, not when it gets too cold.
Fact.
But yo, Dame, you got any last things you want to talk about before we head straight for the patrons?
Let's go to. You guys want to talk about this Kai Cenat jail stream?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Actually, I have a good question to start off with this. Is there anything that y'all see on the internet that y'all like, no matter who it is or what they do, like this type of joke y'all just don't find funny?
You talking about like a specific person or
No, like a specific like
act?
joke or like a specific
like
like something
any
that like
joke.
people do
Like, this ain't
online.
funny?
It's
Yeah.
like, this type of joke that people do all the time. Like all influencers do it at some point. It's never funny. Like I don't find it funny. I don't like it. Like, is there anything specifically?
I feel like there is. I can't think of it right now, but honestly, it's a lot of stuff that I don't find funny that niggas constantly. I don't like when people claim like somebody got ran down on, and like whoever's like being the more mature person got punked. Like niggas.
No, he pressed him, yo. He pressed you.
Yeah, like that shit is so absurdly goofy to me, and it's just so weird. Like it's not even not funny. It's like y'all really think like this? Like this is so weird that y'all see a situation like this and somebody didn't get hurt or it didn't escalate, and now that person is like the loser, not the person that was willing to risk it all and willing to take it way too far over nothing. That person is tough. Like that shit is just, I don't know. It bugs me out. But that's one thing. It's just like, this is like society has that wrong. Like period.
Yeah. Damn, you got something? Because I got two big ones.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna. I don't necessarily think that like. Obviously, there are some jokes today in today's age that go way too far, but I don't know, man. I feel like certain comedians can make anything funny. Like I know, I'll get into that later. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. Cause like, we'll get into this whole thing now. Like this whole Kai Cenat thing. He's doing a 7-day live stream from prison. Now, this is not an actual prison. They're not at an actual penitentiary. This is a set that's made to look like a prison. Everybody's in quote unquote, in character. Nobody there is an actual inmate. But they are doing like stereotypical stuff that you'd probably see in either prison movies or like, not gonna lie, sometimes you see it on TikTok with some of the inmates that do have phones in there, some of the stuff that they post up. So you just basically see them reenacting that type of stuff, like saying, "Oh, fresh meat," whenever somebody comes in to visit. Doing the making grape jokes, stuff like that. But I can't sit here and say that I don't find all jail content not funny, because like I've laughed at like Drewski's done like jail stuff before and it's been funny. I've seen Desi do jail stuff before and it's been entertaining.
Haha too.
Yeah,
Haha did his whole
yes.
guard.
Yeah.
Guard. That was his whole thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
So like I've seen it be funny. But yeah, how do you feel about it, T?
I hate to be like I don't want to be like a buzzkill or whatever, but I feel like this is one of those things that I never find it funny. And it's for reasons where I'm just like, I feel like it's so lowbrow, especially the grape jokes that, you know, you was talking about. Like, that be some of the worst shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and some of these people in prisons do have phones and do be watching this content. And I'm sure them watching that shit don't be funny either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like saying that just like you don't have to market all your content around them, but it's a real issue, you know, like it's a real issue. And like people don't even talk about like like I feel like the best jokes are there's some truth hidden behind it, but it's like an intellect. It's like it makes you think about it, but there's some sort of intellect there. So I feel like if you're gonna joke about something, you gotta have a certain level of intellect about what you're joking about, because otherwise you're just making fun of it and you're not really like respecting the people who it may be affecting the most.
Yeah.
So I'm with you a lot. Wow. This is going to be quite a reversal here because I don't think I have a problem with what Kai's doing. I understand that, like, I wish I knew that that the topic was gonna come to here because
it doesn't have to stay here. We can
No, it's great. I just wish because I would have called a nigga that been in jail, just like ask him. You know what I'm saying? And just like ask him, like, yo, what do you think of this? Like, is this do you see the humor in it? Like, I mean, because the thing is, well, for one, let me just say this: Kai is a kid. Like, he's not a child, but he's a kid. He's very young, and I get people who like are like, yo, you have a young audience, and y'all are not only making fun and mockery of like jail, but like you look like you're having fun. You know what I mean? You're making it seem like, oh yeah, me and all my guys are we all just hang out and we press people and like that's what jail is. Obviously, like it's not. You know, it's definitely a lot of danger. You know, and there is a huge rape culture inside of the prison system.
Some of the highest reported STDs are all in there. It's bad.
It's really bad. It's you know, it's the biggest other than slavery, like the prison system is the biggest black eye to America. Like, we have the highest prison rates like anywhere in the world for a free society, like for a supposedly free society. You know, it's pretty that, you know, gun deaths, accidental gun deaths and stuff, like there's so much that we're just failures at, you know, just as a society from a country standpoint. So I understand that, but you know, I maybe I just don't expect much else from them. Like, he's not gonna get it. He doesn't like he's
doesn't
gonna
care.
make
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't care. Not only, well, I don't even think he doesn't care. I don't think he understands. And outside of him not understanding, I don't think he actually means any harm. Like, I actually think if it wasn't jail specific, this is actually a pretty cool idea. Like, to do a 24/7 stream. Like, what if they did it like in a haunted house? You know what I'm saying? Or like if they did it like just like this type of thing.
No, the idea that the blueprint is
this
there.
sounds like this just sounds like the kind of idea that you come up with when you're just sitting with your boys and shit like that. Like, all right, we see the type of shit that Mr. Beast does. Mr. Beast does 7 days. Mr. Beast will do 7 days at sea. See how long you can sit inside this circle. Let's do that, but in a stream. I could see him, and he's done the 24-hour streams. He's done the you know, he streams every single day for a week, 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, without stopping. Like, he's done that. So how can I bring this to the next level? So I could see them just throwing ideas at the wall, which one sticks, and like, oh, there's a lot of jail content out right now. Why don't we just hop on that wave? I could see that.
Can I ask, do y'all think that he has like a manager, like people that like he has to kind of get ideas cleared for, or you think it's just him? He just does what he does.
It's just them 5 niggas in
You
that
think
room.
it's just-
I don't
you
know.
think it's just-
I feel like they have to be at this point and at what the level that they're at right now. They have to have some type of management behind them. That's fuck
So
the
do
ideas.
management-
Like also he has to have. I'm sure he has lawyers behind him as well. He has lawyers. He has management. I'm sure he's like. There's people that he has to report to before he just goes out and does some shit like this.
I thought so. And that's where that's where my problem goes, because there's nobody in any of those circles saying, yo, maybe this isn't a good idea. And I know that it probably is getting, we're fucking talking, we're reporting on it right now. So obviously it's working, right? It's working for what they're trying to do, which is they're trying to get clicks, they're trying to get looks. It's absurdity and it's going to get attention, right? But that's a problem. Like the same thing that we fault, like all these people that be exploiting, you know, like the Adam 22s or, you know, No Jumper and all them, DJ Vlad, all them people that be exploiting. Like, how can we not fault the same people that are like, you know, signing off on these crude ideas? You know what I mean? Like, how
I don't
can
know.
we not?
I don't know if you could say it's exploitation if they're the ones. If the talent is the one coming up with the ideas. Like, and I'm just
See, that's where I was gonna go. Like, managers are not the same as they used to be. Like, there's no development, there's no A&R,
especially for
saying,
streaming.
hey, you should do this, right? Yes, there are people who sign off on it, but they're with whatever. They're with whatever this kid says because he's a fucking cash
All
cow.
this streaming shit is brand new. There's no manager out there who can guide them and be like, no, this is what you need to do. This is the way to do it.
Nobody knows better than him.
Yeah, like Kai would know best in this situation.
Yeah.
If this is music and if like he signed to a label, totally different situation. But he's independent.
So y'all on the side of that, as long as you can make it funny, any joke can be made. Like, do y'all think that anything can be made a joke as long as it's funny?
Absolutely. And then it becomes subjective. So, you know, this is the argument that a lot of comedians have. You have to let us get it out. Like, there can't be this thing where we can't say something or we can't offend this person. Like, that's their whole argument. Like, you have to let us get it out because we have to. We're the line pushers. Like, comedy is the one field in which you can make fun of people dying. You can make fun of people being sick. Like, the more you stray away from it, you know, is the actual tragedy of it all comes to be the only thing that exists within it, right? So trying to find the humor in stuff, I think, is actually a very noble thing.
But where's the line? Like, what happens when the crowd that you're attracting, like what happens when the crowd that is laughing at these jokes, so some people laugh at shit that's not funny.
Yeah,
like there's
absolutely.
some jokes that just aren't funny, but people find humor in it and they laugh at it.
But if
and
that's
if you
the
ask
case,
people
then
to
we gotta
explain those jokes, yeah, go ahead.
No. Finish.
Like, if you ask people to explain certain jokes, like the other day, somebody sent me a post, a white person sent me a post. It was like one of those like posts where basically somebody in the video is getting ready to say the N word. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I asked them, like, yo, what's funny about this? And they're just like, they don't have anything. You know, like, they're not going to tell me what they find funny about it. I'm like, what's funny about this? Like, I'm genuinely curious, like, what is funny about this? You know, and they don't have anything to say about it. And like, if you ask people to explain the humor in most of these jokes, you're not laughing because you think it's funny. You're laughing because you believe it. Like, some of these jokes, you're not like actually enjoying them because it's like actually an intellectual joke. You know, like some of the jokes that I say, oh yeah, there's truth behind it. Like, there's truth in it. Like, you know, the George Carlins and the Bill Burrs and the Dave Chappelle and all of the masters of comedy that be telling really intellectual jokes that have something to them and they're actually funny. There's funny attached to them. Those comedians are like they're on a whole other level than some of these other people that literally just have a crowd that's laughing at them because they just think that, oh, if you're joking about this thing, I think that's funny.
So there's a couple things there. First of all, I love this because I make the same point about music all the time and you disagree with me.
Yeah.
like so
Well, we're gonna cut this short. We're gonna cut this short for after this point it's gonna be just for patrons. So
okay,
go ahead.
So I just I make the same point about music all the time and you always disagree with me. So that's one thing.
Let's talk about it after. We'll get into it.
Yeah, but still there's always someone willing to, it's just lowest common denominator, right? Because it gets attention. Certain shit, you're right. It don't even be a joke. Like there's nothing even in the joke. You just said the thing that it is, right? And it's like there's no punchline, there's no setup. It's just shit, you being racist, right? When like the let's go to the kid, the guy from Seinfeld, right? Where he was just randomly saying he's on her, you know what I mean? And like stuff like there was no joke,
but
right?
people were laughing.
People were laughing,
Yeah.
right? But like there was no joke, and like that was kind of the thing that kind of made it weird. Like okay, if you made a joke about him being black, like you're a comedian, like you could probably do it, but there was no joke. You know what I mean? So you're kind of just being a racist here, right? And I think it does take a little bit of it takes a certain type of intellect.
Sometimes, right? So
racism can 100% be funny, absolutely, if you make it funny. So it does take a certain level of intellect. It does take a certain level of thought, and a lot of people are just lowest common denominator. We're just kind of just accepting of really dumb shit. Like I don't find Desi funny. Like I think Desi is just sounding like niggas from the South most of the time, or just, you know what I'm saying? I don't be seeing the joke in the skit. Drewski, otherwise, is fucking hilarious. Drewski is funny as hell because the way he does it, there's clearly like there's thought.
There's an exaggeration, and it's like
right.
It's clear that he's not actually this person.
Right.
But so we'll end here and we'll go for patrons. But the question to follow up is like, yes, sometimes racist jokes are funny, but are racist jokes still funny if the person that is telling the joke actually believes what they're saying?
Potentially. Have you seen? So. Have you guys seen? There's that one black dude who interviews that racist old white dude. Those videos are fucking TikTok. Hilarious.
He be having the jokes, bro, and I be so mad. I be so mad. Them shits be fucking funny, son.
I might bleep this, but have you seen that video?
It's like when you know that there's like zero threat to like a person. Like this person has no power to entice. Like if Trump got up there and would start cracking jokes like that, obviously that's a problem.
It's scary.
He's a cult following, but this is some fucking random dude. Like it's not gonna hurt nobody. As long as nobody's as long as I can't I can't like for this Cenat stream, I can't see anybody being physically harmed or like outside of being like emotionally like hurt, like oh fuck this is fucked up, like outside of like if you have been in prison and you've been through this type of shit, like being offended, nobody's getting hurt from this. Nobody's like being the butt. Nobody's like the butt of no particular person, I should say, is the butt of a joke. It's, I think, all in good fun for them. And I don't know if there's like
you're still making a mockery of like someone's entire experience. Some people get locked away forever for something that they didn't even do.
I know, so but we're not gonna sit here and not watch movies like The Longest Yard or Life or something like that because they crack jokes on them at the same time.
Yeah. But the thing with that is there's more of a message behind those types of movies. It's different than just having a stream and having people join in and comment on it. It's not the same as like having a well thought out production with movies and having scripts. And again, like with Life, there was a message, like The Longest Yard is a message behind the people in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a little different.
They did be on Scare Straight. You didn't see that? They brought the kids in there and was scaring the shit out of them. I'm sure it changed those kids' lives, put them on the straight and narrow.
Listen, y'all, we love y'all for the regular listeners, but we're gonna switch this over. We're gonna get us to the Patreon. If you want to continue listening, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/because we are a podcast. We love y'all. We'll catch y'all next week, man. Make sure y'all follow us. And and keep on rocking. Just want to say goodbye. Say goodbye to the people, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
Been a long time since we all been
But if
together.
you're a real one, this isn't a goodbye.
Exactly.
See you later.
It's a see you later.
So
You know where to meet us.
facts.
Switch apps.